Mass services on Sundays.
The Archdiocese, Archbishop Sean O'Malley, says that this spring, I don't know exactly what month, they will start making the financial statements of the church completely open, transparent, the new favorite term everybody seems to be using in terms of their finances. And he says when that is done, it will be obvious why this is necessary.
2 points on that. The commitment to financial transparency, the first commitment, was made by the Reverend Christopher Coyne almost a year and a half ago.
Well, he's the spokesperson.
He was the spokesperson at the time, but not much has unfolded. Secondly, I come from the world of finance, got a business background. The Archdiocese of Boston's holdings are distributed in more than 24 tightly held corporations or trusts. Now, so far, and it's tedious, but it's the heart of the matter, so far they have disclosed their financials on only one of 24 entities. That gives you a very partial picture because money is transferred through these entities among one another.
So you don't believe they're going to open up the entire ball and wax?
I am hopeful, but I remain concerned that when they claim that they have attained financial transparency, they open the books of all of their significant financial entities.
And if they do that, and you with the business degree and with the assistance of others, and if you can see that they are indeed in this financial trouble that they say they are, will you give up your vigils?
I'll let the vigilists speak for themselves. That's a forthright way of ducking the question, but here's the point. When the church closing program was announced, the reconfiguration of parishes, in a speech in January of '04, the Archbishop gave 4 basic reasons. Demography, not enough priests, parishes that couldn't pay their bills, and dilapidated condition of buildings. Now, here's the heart of the matter. When he gave his speech, many of the 357 parishes throughout Boston took a look and said, we're okay, we're in good shape, we're thriving, it's too bad about the others. When they announced the 83 to be closed in May of '04, which is about 20% of all the parishes then, some very open, vibrant, financially viable parishes got the axe. And people suddenly said, wait a minute, this is just a grab for money. 6 months later, in November of '04, the Archbishop, in a very famous open letter, fessed up. And he said, the Archdiocese is in crisis. He shifted the terms of the debate from the parish level to the diocesan level. Now, to conclude this, in another diocese some years ago, there was a financial problem at the diocesan level. The bishop opened his books, called in all 90 parishes, and they developed together a workout plan that involved trimming and some adjustments. This archdiocese has not yet been able to come forward, lay out its finances, and then engage us in a dialogue how to work through it.
Peter, I've asked you this before, but I'm going to go at it one more time. With everything else that's going on in the world, and locally, internationally, does it really matter where each and every one of the parishioners worships as long as they have a place to worship? They're together with their friends. Everybody's going to be in their same boat. If the church says this is necessary, and for whatever reason, does it matter?
Well, it's a fair question. Let me say the following. First of all, not every parish is entitled to eternal life. So if a parish is crumbling, they can't pay their bills, they don't have the attendance, in the fullness of time they must go. Secondly, some people in very flourishing parishes are very attached to their place of worship, and they're saying, listen, if you're just selling me to grab the 30 acres half a mile from Scituate, that's not a good enough reason. Please understand something. Under church law, the parish is the fulcrum. It's the building block of the church. It is the core unit.
I understand. All right. You have also said that in addition to going through the steps with the Vatican, that you are going to attempt a kind of civil lawsuit through the state of Massachusetts. How will that work?
It'll be long and it'll be expensive, but it's not a fool's errand. Let me be very clear about what we're trying to do. This is not a spiritual cry for help or what have you. In the last 6 months, and we've been following this carefully, 2 prominent Catholic bishops out west have gone into federal bankruptcy court and have said, we do not own the parishes. Now, this archbishop is taking the position that each and every parish is his to dispose of as he wishes. The Catholic Church, we know, is hierarchical. It's not a democracy. It follows that on a point of policy as basic as whether a bishop is a trustee of a parish or owns it to use as he wishes, that's a point that needs to be resolved. And secondly, before people start yelling church-state, it was 2 Catholic bishops who voluntarily walked into a federal court to hammer this point in. We want to put this through the Massachusetts legal system, because if we can basically get the enforcement of the concept of a bishop as a trustee, that has major implications under civil law.
All right. Good luck to you and your group. Peter Borre,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Appreciate it.
All right, and that is it for Greater Boston. Tomorrow night, it's Beat the Press. The fate of Christian Science Monitor reporter Jill Carroll still in the hands of her Iraqi captors, plus a minefield of misspeaks on Martin Luther King Day. Those stories and more tomorrow at 7 on Emily Rooney. Good night.